like Detroit all over again. Had hope, but demolished. Welcome, Cheesehead Nation, to the Angry Cheesehead Podcast. This is your host, the Angry Cheesehead himself, and today we are going to talk about the Green Bay Packers losing to the Tennessee Titans 27-17. And oh boy, we got some shit to talk about. Let's talk about a couple of the good things. Let's start with the best part, Christian Watson. Getting 2 touchdowns in the day, pretty much breaking the record for Packers rookie wide receivers. Getting the most touchdowns in 2 games. This dude's wrecking it. I'm glad he's on the team. I think he's a good draft pick. This is freaking awesome. I like the guy. He scored 3 last week against the Cowboys, and he scored 2 this week, which he did fantastic. And, of course, let's talk about special teams. Keyshawn Nixon, still, after getting rid of Amari Rodgers, he's able to make good moves with special teams. And, it's starting to be a little bit more tolerable seeing him operate. Whereas, of course, towards the end of the game, Rasul Douglas was an amazing pick. Sadly, went nowhere, but we'll get to that. But of course, we also had that first touchdown for Christian Watson that had a missed extra point because it was blocked. It was down at about 21, and then of course, we recovered from it with a 2-point conversion on the next touchdown, or on the next touchdown. But sadly, we got to talk about this stuff. Rodgers pretty much just kept. It was okay. We started running the ball. O-line couldn't hold up against a very rough Titans D-line, and we couldn't run the ball as well. But when we did run the ball, we did pretty good. So why the hell does Rodgers need to keep fucking throwing? That's what I want to ask. Why keep throwing the ball? For what reason? It's not going to get us anywhere. Running the ball gets us somewhere, not throwing. Because how many times have we had to put defense on the field? And because we keep throwing the ball, and Rodgers makes so many bad fucking throws. That's not funny. Last time I checked, this was before the end of the game. I think it was beginning of the fourth quarter. He was 18 for 31. He's lucky that he didn't get picked once. He's lucky. Rodgers got sacked once. Tannehill had a pretty good night. Got pretty much 3 touchdowns, 1 pick, and got sacked 3 times. But it didn't matter because what he did, simple. Let the Packers get a 3rd down conversion. Let the Packers hold them to 3rd down. Barry just goes ahead and plays soft coverage on 3rd down. Titans get a 1st down. Same thing. Keep going. Whether it's Derrick Henry or Traylon Burks or Xavier Woods or Okonkwo, however you pronounce his name, I don't know. But it didn't matter against a battered Titans team. Derrick Henry got a tutty. What's his face? Hooper got a tutty. Etc. He got 2 tutties actually, and I think Burks got a tutty or somebody else did, but one of them had a missed extra point. But the Titans defense played pretty well, and the Packers just weren't consistent. When the Packers offense is still doing good, the defense is getting tired out, and when the defense is doing good towards the end, especially with that pick from Rasul Douglas, what does Rodgers do? Throw the ball to here. I'm going to throw the ball. See where Devontae is. Devontae's all the way in Las Vegas. Unless you can throw a ball all the way to freaking Las Vegas from Lambeau Field, you're not going to win the damn game. Jesus. Fuck. It pains me. Throughout the first half, Defense was on the field for 2/3 of the game. 2/3, about, in the first half alone. Second quarter, we only had 93 seconds of offensive play. The Titans had 10 times as much as that. 10 times. Because we played stupid on defense and we're playing stupid on offense, and it's ridiculous. It's just like the Buffalo game and then coming to Detroit. Buffalo, we played pretty okay. And then Detroit, we keep playing stupid. Same thing here. Come off with a win against Dallas at home, host the Titans at home, and then get screwed over. Why? Our own freaking volition. And the fact that the Packers keep doing this over and over and over and over again, it makes us even more of a laughingstock than we really should be. Because look at the Vikings. How are they winning? Why? They use what's right. And do they get bailed out? They do. But somehow, some way, they have a good defense because they know what they're doing. They have a good offense that keeps them in the game, and they're able to hold their own. What are we doing? Jack squat. Jack freaking squat. And we have our 7th loss of the season. We're 4-7. And I just did a video this week about if we're going to make the playoffs. And guess who we got next week? Philadelphia. We're not going to win that game. Hate to tell you. We're not going to win that game. And guess who we got after that? We got our next divisional matchup, and it's going to be against a hot Chicago offense. Our defense is worn out right now. Do you really think that we're going to handle ourselves, especially with Joe Barry playing so much soft coverage this entire game and not being aggressive? Do you think we're going to stop Philly, Chicago, Minnesota, Miami, even LA or Detroit? Do you think we're going to handle that? No, we're not. It's everyone. Rodgers, LaFleur, Barry, Goody, Murphy, everybody. And we keep saying this every frickin' time. And they're not listening. And guess what happens? They're going to keep losing games. And everybody's going to laugh. And I'm just going to sit here wondering, how is hockey going? How is basketball going? Well, the Bucks are doing good. The Hornets are doing crap. The Hurricanes are doing well because I'm a Hurricanes fan. But it just looks pitiful. We have no discipline. And guess what happened with Tennessee? Because this happened before. I think, who was it that did it to us? I think it was New York. New York or Detroit. But yeah, they kept running trick plays, especially one that resulted in a touchdown where Derrick Henry was able to throw it to Hooper. And we're not disciplined. Nobody's disciplined there. No coverage. It's usually like everybody's pass rushing and nobody's covering the other guys when, the Titans O-line's doing good, and Tannehill makes a throw and everybody else is wide open, or everybody else is wide open and Tannehill and Henry are just wrecking us. There's no balance there. Nothing. It doesn't matter how many sacks we got. It doesn't matter how many picks we got. It matters about how many points do we have on the board compared to the other team, and how the hell are we going to win this game? Because it pisses me and every other Packer fan out there. Like, I'm sure Tom Grossi is probably ranting right now, screaming into the pillow with insanity, wondering what will it take for the Packers to actually be smart. Because I don't think they're going to get rid of anybody anytime soon with how incompetent the head office head is. This is funny. When Joe Barry had really amazing defenses last year. This year, he's playing like he's playing the 0-16 Lions. Detroit, we're starting to know your pain at that time. Because we're playing way too much soft coverage and we're being read way too easily. And Derrick Henry, we can't stop the run. Still. There are times when we can contain him, but we can't do enough. We cannot do enough against Henry. Why? Because he was able to score a fucking touchdown and get so many first downs. And all we had to do, simple, stop Derrick Henry and the run, heavy pass rush, with coverage, and use the run game. We did neither of these, and that's what cost us the game. I'm happy for Christian Watson, I'm happy for Russell Douglas, I'm happy for Keyshawn Nixon, but Rodgers played like shit, LaFleur played like crap, Barry did crap, and there were so many penalties still. It's the same thing. Like I said, it's the same thing every fucking week. And it bothers me to my core. When are they going to realize that? Cheesehead Nation. When are they going to realize that this is not working, we need to move on to something different, and we need to think fast, because Vikings are going to clinch the division easily. Probably might win next week, or this week, against Dallas, because I'm sure they'll pull a win out of their asses. The Bears are knocking at our door still if they win against Atlanta and win next week. And Detroit's just sitting there welcoming us to the bunker. Hell, they're probably going to pass us too. We're probably going to be last in the division if we keep playing like this. Overall, guys, this was not a very good 27-17 like it was against Buffalo. This was painful. I'm glad it was above 9 and we were able to try our best, but with Christian Watson doing really good, but this was not a good game. This was horrible. This was Tennessee dominated from the start. From the first drive that scored them a touchdown onward, we got screwed by our own team. I love my Packers, but when are they going to wake up? This is just sad. And I hate to say it, but there's no hope. Best wait till next season. And even then, I have doubts on that too. But let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Please like, comment, subscribe, and yeah, Packers are definitely going to tank bowl, but probably not going to get much out of it because we'll probably trade it away because our heads are freaking incompetent.